good morning. It's Friday morning, and there's 8 hours left in this week. Make the most of it. We have to make the most of it today. Make sure that you make that last sale, those last 10 phone calls, whatever it is that you need to do to cap out that week and make those goals actually happen. And then let's start looking forward. Last night I had the privilege of being on a call with our San Mateo office at BBSI. Brian Kim had put this together, and it was the second one in a series he was doing. And it was just fantastic. He had invited Henry Cortez to come and facilitate, or actually to present at that, and did a wonderful job. There's two main takeaways that I wanted to talk about this morning with you, and that I got from that I thought were just spot on. And one of those is that the mode that we're in right now is different than anything else. You've heard that before from me, but I loved the phrase he said. He says, right now, it's survival of the most responsive, not the fittest. Think about that for a second. What does that mean? Survival of the most responsive. You know what? That's right on with what we've been talking about, and that's that. You don't have time to make a perfect plan. There is no time for that right now. Things are changing too quick. By the time you make the plan, everything just changed. I mean, just take a look at the CARES Act and the PPP loans and everything else. It seems like day by day, minute by minute, there's updates. Hey, this doesn't work. This doesn't work. That doesn't work. We're doing lots of things trying to figure out that and keep ahead of it. Well, in your business, things are changing as well. Now in California, they've been hit very hard. The state's pretty much shut down. A lot of the businesses, you just can't go to work. It's a stay at home, and that's where you're going to be. Here in our state, there's been some very good recommendations. They've asked us to stay home, stay safe, unless you're essential. But there's a lot of business that are able to stay open underneath those guidelines and have. Hopefully you're one of those. If not, hopefully things open up really soon. But right now, it's really survival of the most responsive. Okay, look at this video. I'm sitting here at home. This is not professional in any way, shape, or form, but I'm being responsive to your needs. You need to be responsive to the needs of your client. Think, what is it you can do underneath these circumstances? It may not be perfect, but be responsive. Don't hide, don't sit down, don't sit back and wait for somebody else to fix this thing. It's time for you to act, right? And so even though you might be the most fit company out there, or the best person, best company at what you do, if you're not out doing something, you're not going to be around in a month, right? You may not be around in a week. So be responsive, do something. Do not give up. Just loved that comment. The other thing that he had mentioned, and it goes right along with what we've been talking about as well, is what is your plan? And you may not be able to make that perfect plan, like I had said, because you don't have the time, the resources, the energy, and everything changes so fast. So make a short-term plan. He recommended a 10-day plan. Think about that, 2 weeks. Today's Friday. What's your plan for next week and the following week? Don't go beyond that. You may not be able to make it past that. So look at a 10-day plan. What are you going to do to get it through? And then keep up with that plan and tweak it as you go. And by the time you're through that 10 days, make another 10-day plan. By then, maybe things will normalize enough that we can start looking at a 30-day plan, right? So do that for your work, for how you're going to be able to survive and make it through this time. Look at that 10-day, maybe another 10-day, and then a 30-day. Also be looking at, now you can't have a perfect plan, but be looking at what it would take financially to make it through if this goes 3 months or if this goes 6 months, right, before things rebound. Hopefully it won't. In fact, actually, I am feeling wonderful right now about where things are going. Most of my business owners that we consult with and that we work with are very positive right now on their outlook as to where things are heading. They're not all that way, and my heart goes out. All of our heart goes out to everybody right now that's just wondering how they're going to keep their business open. They've sunk everything they have into this, their blood, their sweat, their tears, their retirement, I mean, you name it. And we're here for you. We're all pulling for each other to pull through this. But right now, let's get through the next week, the next 2 weeks. Let's make sure that 2 weeks from now, we're still having these conversations, that we're still active. And so again, be responsive. Make a plan that'll get you through the next 2 weeks. Today's Friday. Finish up what you were supposed to do this week. If you didn't get it done, shame on you, but put it on to next week and keep it going. Don't get behind. Keep pushing ahead and do whatever you have to do to make that happen. And Wednesday mornings are that checkup date. The first thing Wednesday morning, you still have more than half a week. You have 3 days left, right? So that's why Wednesdays are so crucial right now. That's just kind of your midweek check to make sure everything's happening, and try to get as much cranked out as you can, and then you maybe can get ahead on the next week even. So for right now, make your plan for next week. Get that plan in place with your staff. If you have salespeople out there, talk to them. Are they making those quality discussions, those calls and contacts and emails with their clients. Also, at this point, stop being afraid. Stop being afraid to talk to people. I'm not afraid to talk to you. I want your business. Okay? If you have payroll, if you have employees, if you have HR needs, if you have risk management needs, if you need help with looking at your business from an outside view with some of the things we do with our deep dives and our consulting, please contact me. There's nothing wrong with me asking you for business. I'm in business, right? You're in business. I want to know what you do. Don't be afraid to ask for business. I've heard this from a lot of salespeople. In fact, even within my own organization, I was on a call this last week where a couple of our business development managers were saying, I'm just a little bit afraid to ask for business in this environment because it feels a little bit greedy, like we're trying to take advantage. And the answer is, I totally understand that, but there's a right way and a wrong way to ask for business when you're in this type of a thing. So make the quality calls and connections. Talk to your clients and your prospects. Let them know that you're here for them, right? I'm here for you. I don't care if you're my customer or not at this point. I'm going to help you with your business. And the real reason for that is that I want all of our businesses to survive because I need your business to be healthy for my business to be healthy, right? And in the meantime, when we find there's a good connection and it makes sense for you to bring payroll over to us and to use some of our services, hey, fantastic. We would love that. But I'm not afraid to ask for that business. And right now, none of us are doing business the way we used to. We have to get comfortable asking for business a different way. So it may be this way, over a video like I just did. It might be over a phone call. It might be over an email, but it's okay to be asking for business. Have empathy for the other person. They're going through what you're going through. They're scared like you're scared. That gives you a common ground to be able to talk to them, right? And it gives you permission to be able to talk to them. Talk to them. Give them a value, help them out. In fact, actually, you're going to learn a lot through that discussion. I can't tell you how much I've learned through this process, just talking to our clients and finding out what it is that's driving them, what's working within their business. I can't tell you how much that's helped me and my business and my team. In fact, my weekly discussions, I have a daily call with my team. It's an all hands on deck call, at GoToMeeting, and a lot of the information that's coming that I'm able to present there, or be able to discussions, I should say, that we're having are based upon what my team is learning from our clients and from their prospects, what I'm learning from our clients and from our prospects. And I'm still seeing a lot of hope, which is good. I'll continue to say hope doesn't pay the bills, though. You need action, so act. I'm seeing a lot of actions that are happening from our clients, things that they're doing, they're changing, they're getting very creative, and they're staying in business. And they're doing everything they can to set themselves up for success, to be at the best place they can when the economy opens back up and turns back on. Now, granted, I have customers that are actually doing very well in this because they have adapted quickly. They've responded quickly. And so again, if nothing else from today, the message, and I'm just going to repeat from Henry. Thank you again, Henry. If you're watching this, get a 10-day plan, followed by another 10-day plan, followed by maybe a 30-day plan. And the other thing is, remember that it is survival of the most responsive, not fittest. Be the most responsive. You can do that regardless of your size, regardless of how much you got in the bank, how many customers you have, how many clients, how long you've been in business. You can be the most responsive. Most responsive is going to win. So keep doing that. Let's win together and have a fantastic week. And this weekend, please take some time with your family to do something fun. Play a board game, go on a walk, keep your social distance. We got to keep this thing at bay, but do something fun, relax a little bit, because you need to have some downtime as well. And I will talk to you later.